everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marican and this is what's her name? First off, let me just say I hope everyone had a wonderful Record Store Day 2025. I've got a lot, so grab a drink, get a snack, sit back, relax, enjoy this Record Store Day 2025 haul video. Our original plan was to wake up at 1, be there by 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, we got there about 1:30 because we got up early, so that was kind of nice because there was another rush behind us about 2 o'clock when we would have got there. So we did kind of beat about 4 or 5 people in line, which was really nice. We were already like 7 to 9, somewhere around there in line. We were right at the tail end of the first group in the store. So I had several items on my list, and if you guys did not see my wish list, I will leave it linked in the description box down below. So that you guys can go and watch that if you're curious as to what I was interested in getting. I'm happy to report I was able to pick up everything that was on my Record Store Day list and a little bit more. Again, my local record store is called Mellow Mats. The way that they give out like their tote bags and posters and stuff, they just kind of like leave it out on like one of the front counters there, and you can like take your little freebies. This year, and I think Alan probably made these are little 45 adapters, and they say Mellow Mats. There were a couple different colors, but y'all know I'm a purple girl, so I definitely had to get one of these. These are so freaking cool. I didn't really anticipate getting the totes or posters or anything just because I have so much of that stuff and I can't put those posters up. I just don't have enough wall space, and I don't really need like the little freebie CD sampler things. Like, I just don't need that stuff, so I left it for somebody who was more interested in it than myself. And then this piece is the only non-Record Store Day piece that I'm going to talk about in this video, and there's a reason for that. So this is the Shanks Kissing Couches. This is their newest EP. It literally just dropped this past Friday, April 11th. How cute this album cover is. It is absolutely adorable. I love it. It's so fun. Cassidy of the Shanks is Matt and Kim, the record store owner's daughter, and this is her punk garage band. I'll show you guys inside. These are little homemade CDs here. It's got all their socials if you guys want to follow Shanks Band on any social media there. And then they numbered these CDs out of 50, and I got number 30. Now, this was not like a free thing. I did pay for this, but I just wanted to share this CD with you guys. I believe you can stream their music, so if I can find streaming for it on Spotify or Apple or something, I will leave it down below. I'm not really going to go in any particular order with this stuff. I'm just going to kind of pull it and talk about it. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Vince Guaraldi selections from It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. So this has 8 songs from the It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown soundtrack, and this is a 10-inch egg-shaped disc, and it is a mystery. So as you can see the bottom here, you can get like green, yellow, pink, blue, or purple. So you don't know, there's no like hype sticker that tells you what color. My number is 2,257 out of 5,000. Although I think the Record Store Day website gave a different total. It gave 4,300, and I think that's what I put like up here in my little cards. So I don't know if it was just 4,300 US and then 700 like rest of the world. I don't know. Anytime there is a Charlie Brown release, I always try to snag it because it's just very nostalgic for me. My mom is a big fan of Charlie Brown and the Peanuts holiday specials, and I watched them all as a kid growing up. So, you know, with Easter coming up, they had to do a Easter record, and I thought this was very cool. Actually cleaned all of these records before filming this video. So yesterday, before I started cleaning, I wanted to get my reaction to what color record I got because I was having a really great day. I got everything on my list. It was just a good day. So I really wanted to see what color I got, and I wanted to get my reaction. I feel like because I was so tired, my reaction is like very dull, but I wanted to put that in here so that you guys could see me opening up what color I got. Okay, excuse this low quality mess. I just got in from Record Store Day 2025, and I want to clean everything and get it like sleeved and ready to go before I film my video. I also just kind of want to take time and relax this afternoon because it has been a full day. So I did end up picking up, it's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. And if you remember from my wish list video, it's a mystery color. And since I'm going to clean these tomorrow and film my video, I still wanted to get like a reaction to what color I'm gonna get. So I thought I would do like a quick little setup here and then just insert this so you guys can see my reaction. I really want the purple one down here. I've seen it and it's so pretty and I just love purple. I mean, I'm wearing my purple Riverbend shirt here. So yeah, really hoping it's that color, but my luck, it's gonna be either this yellow or green, which are my two like least favorites of the two. I feel like yellow's overdone. I have a lot of yellow and I'm just not a big green person, so I don't know, but I wanted to open it with you guys. So I've got my little box cutter here and we're just gonna kind of see what color we've got. Slicer open. This is like a thick little plastic here. Let me like, I'm trying not to like cut anything. I actually hate opening records like this with a box cutter, but I really just wanted to like see the color of this one. So I never, ever do this, but okay. What do you guys think the color's gonna be? Do you think odds are gonna be in my favor? No shit, dude. Ah, it's the purple one. Bro, the odds were so in my favor today, you just don't even know. All right, so you guys saw, I got the purple. I got the color that I really wanted out of all of them. So it does come with this little obi that tells you all like the different colors, and it's got like the information there, and then the back side of it has different like little soundtracks that they've pressed for Charlie Brown. So I need to get the Easter one. I need to get the Valentine one. I think the only one I have on here is the Thanksgiving one, but I have other Charlie Brown stuff that's not like on there. On the inside, there's some information about the Peanuts and the celebration of this record. So that's really cool. And ooh, this is the album art. I love Snoopy dancing with the little bunny rabbits. And you've got Woodstock just chilling on the back. Oh, I love my Mobile Fidelity inner sleeves for my 12-inch records. They don't make them for 7 or 10-inch records, so I have found that these Disc Keeper inner sleeves are really awesome, and I really like these for my 10 inches and my 7 inches. As you guys saw, I did get the beautiful purple egg. I think she is stunning. And because we're talking about Vince Guaraldi and Charlie Brown, why don't we talk about the Vince Guaraldi trio, Jazz Impressions of a Boy Named Charlie Brown, the alternate takes. So this is another one that, again, just because it's Vince Guaraldi and Charlie Brown, I really had to have this one for my collection. You'll notice here that I tried to keep my hype stickers. There were a couple that they just don't peel off and they kind of rip. Some didn't have hype stickers, especially like the last year or so. I've tried to keep more of my hype stickers. In the past, I wasn't super worried about it, but now I think it's kind of cool and it adds to the record itself, I feel like. So this one, I'll read a little bit from the hype sticker here. This is the limited edition sky blue vinyl featuring Linus and Lucy baseball theme and the Charlie Brown theme. It is mixed and mastered from the original analog sources by engineer Paul Blakemore, I'm going to assume is how you say his name. This one come in a poly-lined inner sleeve, which was really nice. In the past, I feel like Record Store Day has done like a lot of just basic paper sleeves. And to me, if you're paying a premium price for a record, I want at least a poly-lined inner sleeve. This year, every record that I got, aside from the Charlie Brown 10-inch that had a paper inner sleeve, but the rest of the records had a poly-lined inner sleeve or a custom inner sleeve, which I feel like makes it more worth the price. This one did not come with any like posters or cards or anything like that, but I will take the record out to show you guys. This is the beautiful sky blue vinyl. I am in love with this. I cannot wait to listen to these. Next up, why don't we talk about the Record Store Day ambassador, Mr. Post Malone. This is a tribute to Nirvana. And I really was not super into Post Malone in the last several years that he's become popular. But last year with his release of F1 Trillion, I loved it. I loved Post Malone doing country music. And there's something about like the country music that he did last year and what I've heard like as far as his hits go that made me just so curious about what Post Malone would sound like covering Nirvana. And I love Nirvana. Nirvana is one of my favorite bands, so that was another big appeal to this record. I just honestly, I think he could do it. Like, I think he could cover Nirvana well. So I know this was a live stream that was done back in 2020. So I obviously have not heard it and I didn't listen to it then, but I'm very excited to listen to it now. I love the detail on this flower on the front. It gives that like crocheted look. And then the back is the same. It says, "Good luck, Mr. Malone, Post Malone tribute to Nirvana live session in 2020. The back has the track list up here and then like the some other little like liner notes. And it is on this bright yellow vinyl. I'm not a big yellow vinyl person, but I think this one actually matches the album art pretty well. Next up, we have one of my favorite country music artists. That is Emmylou Harris with her 1998 release, Spy Boy. This I'm so excited to listen to. Not only is it Spy Boy, but it's got 5 previously unreleased tracks with it. And I'm very excited to hear those unreleased tracks. This has previously only been available on CD. We'll take this one out because it does have a really cool gatefold with some pictures. This one had some polyline inner sleeves, so there was no like custom inner sleeves on this one. It did come with this little print. It's got like a letter from Emmylou, and then like some liner notes, some information about Spy Boy. So this is the record. It's standard black vinyl, but I love that Spy Boy text on the label there. And then the B-side has a picture of Emmylou. And then this one is the second disc. So I love this one. I think this one's bright with like the blue and the orange. And the D-side has the album cover. I think Spy Boy is one of those albums that's kind of overlooked in her discography just because it is a later release. Is it my favorite Emmylou Harris record? Is it the best Emmylou Harris record? No, but it is a nice gap filler and a nice piece to add to the collection because I have a majority of her early work. I think I'm only missing a couple, and a lot of the later stuff that I don't have just isn't available on vinyl, so that is a super awesome piece to add to the collection. You guys already know I had to get the Jazz Dispensary release. I've been getting these for the past few years now, and I really enjoy them. This one is called Night Lights, and I love this cover. Isn't it gorgeous? And the back, it's like this beautiful cityscape. So I will read you guys from the Record Store Day website because this hype sticker would not tear off. The Jazz Dispensary always goes above and beyond with theming for these records. So this says, if Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week, Moodsville is your destination. Escape the noise of the city and take in Nightlights, a new compilation from Jazz Dispensary collecting mellow, forlorn, and hauntingly beautiful tunes from Yusef Lateef, Coleman Hawkins, Kenny Burrell, Gene Ammons, and more. And it is on this gorgeous midnight blue vinyl, which I don't know how well the camera is going to pick it up, but it is a dark blue with some black kind of smoke in there. It's really, really pretty. So this is a release that I was very excited about and could not wait to get my hands on. It is Elton John with Ray Cooper live at the Rainbow Theater. I love Elton John. I got to see him on his farewell tour, and I was so excited for that. It was my first time and my last seeing Elton John. He's just one of those artists that I feel like I can play something different from different eras for different moods, and he just has such an expansive discography. I love everything about Elton. And this, of course, is early Elton John. You can see that there. And this is a record store day first, so it should pop back up again at some point. This one was fairly expensive, and I was kind of hoping there would be a printed inner sleeve in here with some live shots from the show or something, but there was nothing. So I'm a little bummed with how expensive this was, because there was nothing extra, and it's just on standard black vinyl. So this is the record. I mean, even the center labels are just kind of basic and have like the big E, there for Elton, his logo E. So this one, I feel like price-wise was a little expensive for what it is. I was really bummed because I thought Matt did not get this one, but he only got one copy, and it was in like one of the last places that I looked, and I was so excited when I found it. Francois Hardy, In Vogue, the best of. This is 1962 to 1967. And this is on a limited edition red vinyl. So the red vinyl is limited for record store day, but this is a record store day first. So this should be repressed on standard vinyl or another color variant at some point. This one does also have a gatefold. It is a double LP. And this one come with printed inners, and I'll take them out and show them to you. So the first one had your track listing, and then it has her album discography. And then the second one had her singles discography, so it's got all her different like single covers. And then FH for Francois Hardy on that side. So Francois Hardy is a French singer. I actually discovered her music through a French class that I took in high school. One of our assignments, we had to learn about French culture, and everybody like kind of presented on different parts of French culture. And I mean, you know me, so that tells you one thing. I wanted to present on the music aspect. So Francois Hardy was one of those artists that I discovered during that period. So I'm not going to show you guys both of these records because the labels look the same on these, unlike the Emmylou where they were just slightly different enough that I felt like I needed to show you. This is just a opaque cherry red, and look at that beautiful center label. I think it's so pretty. I love this record. It's stunning. I was actually, while I was cleaning these, I was listening to some Francois Hardy. I had my Alexa just play some of her music while I was cleaning these. So, like I said, I got everything on my list. I had to go online and get one thing from my list. Wallows More. I did find the vinyl, but I did not find the CD anywhere. So, after we went to Matt's, we went to a couple other stores, did not find the CD there. I was a little bummed, but I knew that people would be selling, their leftover stock from, Mike at the In Groove, Plaid Room Records, Spin Me Round Records. Like, I knew several stores would be selling leftovers. And of course, I knew there were going to be scalpers trying to sell this stuff too. Actually, lucky enough to secure a copy on Discogs this morning. And I have never purchased from this seller, but I assume they were a record store. They had some pretty high reviews. So what I love about this is that there's this piece of painter's tape here. This one come with a poster and a printed inner sleeve. So I will show it to you guys and then put my little tape back over it because I think like that it makes it really cool. So the front side of the poster is a picture of the band. B-side has, it looks like some lyrics and liner notes. I've honestly not really like unfolded this very long, and it's kind of bright in here and hard to read because that font and print is so small. So, and it kind of just blends in. And then this is the printed inner sleeve, so it's kind of like the cityscape and then like a picture of some stairs or like a breezeway or something. This is a pretty pressing, but I don't think the pressing goes with the album. It is evergreen and white swirl, and it's so stunning. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I just don't think it goes with the record, like with the cover. If you guys like modern alternative rock, you'd probably really like these guys. I dig them, and I cannot sing their praises enough. This is probably the coolest and best priced record that I bought for Record Store Day. Joni Mitchell Live 1976. Of course, I'm a big Joni Mitchell fan, so I got super excited about this. I have all the other Joni Mitchell archives releases. I've been collecting the box sets. Like, I'm deep down the rabbit hole, okay? This was a triple LP that retailed for right at $60, and it's worth every stinking penny that I paid for it, if not more. I mean, when you think about it, $60 for a 3LP, that's like $20 a record, you know. You kind of start to break it down. But guys, let me take you through the attention to detail and work that went into this. All of these releases usually come with very gorgeous live shots or photos from that respective era that the archives is covering. But this one has done it so well. So this is the front. I love this picture of her. And then I'm going to show you guys the back with the track list there. So when you open it, it's like a booklet. So this is where your first record would have been. These come in regular polyline sleeves. But then you've got all of these pictures here. And it flips over like a little book. So your second record would be in here. And your third record would be in here. And look, I mean, look at these. They're beautiful. Like, this is so easy and stunning. Like, I just thought it would be in a regular trifold where it's very hard to get all of the records out. But if you didn't want to take your records out of the jacket, I mean, it's so easy to, like, take each one out. I love it. I just absolutely love the packaging for this one. They killed it with this. It's absolutely phenomenal. So this is the first LP. All of the A sides, so like side A, side C, and side E, all have like the information about the songs that are on the record. And then side B, D, and F all have like different pictures. And I want to show them to you guys because I think they're cool. This one is the second disc. And then this is really cool. I think this is like part of a like set list or like travel list for Joni. So it's got like different dates on here. There's two on here that say Lexington, Kentucky, February 8th and 9th, which is really cool because I'm from Kentucky. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then this is disc 3 here. And let me flip this around a little bit better so you guys can actually see her, not upside down. I love this picture, Joni. I think that's probably one of my favorite pictures. This next one is a soundtrack from a movie that's very nostalgic for me. It's the 1984 film, The Never Ending Story. This one was pretty limited. I did not know if my store was going to get this one and how hard I was going to have to fight to try and get this one in my collection. But I got the only one that my store had, and I was so excited about it. This movie come out in like 1984, so way before my time. I say way before my time. That's like 15 years before I was born. But I watched this movie growing up, and it's just very nostalgic. I mean, looking at it now, like seeing the movie now, definitely you can tell it's from the 80s. But I don't know. I just love the soundtrack. I love the movie. And there's actually a joke between me and one of my work friends. I call her my work mom. She has a dog, and it was like the first time that she had taken this dog to get groomed, and the groomer really messed up, and she sent me this picture and was like, who does this look like to you? And immediately my mind went to Falkor from The Neverending Story, and she was like, exactly, and we both busted out laughing. So yeah, if I can find the picture of her dog that she sent me, I will put it in here. But I don't know, that's just another funny little connection to this movie. I loved this movie as a kid. If you guys have not seen it, I highly recommend you to go see it. I urge you to go see it. And now it said this was going to be on a Starlight vinyl. The mock-up looked kind of like a navy, dark blue with maybe some glitter for the stars or something. But it is actually... You guys are going to think this record is dirty. It is on black vinyl, and it's got these white little paint splatter looking pieces in it. It kind of reminds me of when people do like the galaxy art and they paint like a canvas black and they take a brush with white paint and just like flick it. That is exactly what this looks like. So it was a little disappointing opening this because I thought it was at least going to be like blue or something. So it just looks like a dirty old record, like if you don't look too hard at it. But I don't know, it is kind of cool like at the end of the day. And I'm really excited about this one. And you all know I'm a sucker for the beautiful Miss Patsy Cline. She's definitely my favorite country music artist. My grandmother loved Patsy, and as a kid growing up, that's a lot of what we listened to in the car, and it's just so nostalgic and reminds me so much of my grandmother. This is Imagine That, The Lost Recordings. This is from 1954 to 1963. So these are some songs that have never been heard before by like anyone. Some of these are like rough takes and demos and things, but some of these are actually like songs that no one ever knew existed. And I'm so excited to hear this. This is another record that I absolutely love the packaging of. It's just so beautiful. I mean, like, look at that picture of Patsy. And then this one on the back, she is just so stunning. And then the gatefold here, there's this beautiful picture of her, a little bit about the album, and the track list on there. And then there's this booklet that it comes with as well. I'm going to try and do my best to kind of maybe flip through a little bit of it, like, for you guys. But it's very cool. It's got some photos. It kind of explains, like, what's in the set. I mean, like, just really cool stuff in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to flip through it all just because, like, it is kind of flimsy a little bit where it's just a big thick booklet, but they're beautiful, beautiful pictures of Patsy. I cannot wait to read like these articles and stuff that are in here. I don't really know everything that's in here, but look at how gorgeous these photos are. This one, I think my store only got one copy of as well. I saw it on the wall when we come in, and then I never saw another copy of it in the bin. Never saw anybody else pick it up or talk about it, so this is also on a standard black vinyl, and I'm going to take both of these out just because the labels are different colors. So these are on black vinyl, but the first center label is like this green and white kind of ombre color. And then the second one is my favorite. It's like this red and pinky white kind of ombre. So this album celebrated its 20th anniversary, and that is The Secret Life of the Veronicas, a electronic pop duo, synth pop duo from Australia, very early 2000s. I love these guys. I got their album Hook Me Up last Black Friday record store day, and it was on this beautiful pink vinyl. I absolutely love it. So when I heard they were doing their debut, The Secret Life of, I knew I had to get it as well. And this one also come with an art print that's got the lyrics and some pictures from the era. This looks very 2000s. Like, just the whole, like, every bit of this album is very 2000s to me. And it's great. I love it. I was so excited for this one. And Matt's only got one copy of this one as well, so I was very pleased to be able to get this. This one comes pressed on ultra clear vinyl. I kind of would have liked to see like a pink vinyl with this one too, maybe, but not mad about it. I'm just not a big fan of clear vinyl. Did someone say Queen? I'm so excited. I was so happy to be able to get this one. This is the Delane Lee Demos. It's got this beautiful gold foiling of the Queen logo. Some really nice pictures on the back. The only downside to this release, this come with a polylined inner sleeve. I would have rather had a custom inner sleeve with some pictures. This was quite expensive as well. And I mean, this is just on standard black vinyl and there's nothing fancy about it. So it's a little disappointing for the price, especially how much I love these guys. And I feel like you could do like so much with this record. I do like the center labels. I mean, they are really nice. Either way, this was one of the ones I was most excited to find, and I cannot believe I got it. Matt did get several copies of this one in. Matt also got in several copies of Blackstone Cherry. This is Blackstone Cherry's RSD album. The band really likes it, and I was able to get it on both vinyl and CD. We'll talk about the vinyl first, just because I have it in my hand. So there is the back with the track list. Blackstone Cherry is one of my favorite bands ever, and they're actually a local band. They're from Edmonton, which is about 20 minutes from where I live, and Bowling Green is about like 30 minutes from where I live, so maybe about an hour-ish from Edmonton. But these guys are super huge over in like UK, Europe area, and they are kind of big in certain areas here in the US as well, but Matt got heavily allocated in the BSC territory because there's so many local fans. You had to get it, you know, for the fan base. Had a ton of the Blackstone Cherry stuff, like his whole wall, like on the side when you come in the door, was Blackstone Cherry RSD albums, and then like some of their other like discography that he had on vinyl. And then he has like a row where he normally puts CDs, but he had like the Blackstone Cherry CDs and then like some other CDs and 7-inches and stuff that were like coming out for Record Store Day. And he basically had a whole Blackstone Cherry wall. I have a bone to pick with the Record Store Day people and the naming of this pressing. It said it was going to be pressed on blue splatter vinyl, but this is just a gray marble vinyl. Like, I don't see any blue. Does anybody see any blue on this? And then we did also get the CD version, same track list there. And then this is what the CD looks like. My husband really wanted the CD. I really wanted the vinyl. So we were both like, you know what, let's just get one of each. And it worked out for us in our favor. His car still has a CD player, so I know that'll get lots of rotation in his car. And I'll play the vinyl a lot here. So there were only 2 things that we could not find at Matt's. So we went to Great Escape and Hard Copies to see if we could find them. Those are 2 stores in our area. And we didn't find them there either. So we ended up going to Luna Records in Franklin. And our plan was actually to go to the Groove in Nashville. We couldn't find a parking spot, and it was like literally all the way around like a block. Like, it was a block and over, and it was crazy, which I knew Nashville would be crazy busy because it's a bigger area, more stores, more people into vinyl, all that good stuff. So we ended up going to Franklin. It was still fairly busy in Franklin. We still waited about an hour in line, but I got 2 pieces that I didn't know I needed in my collection. First up, this one I thought I had. I am not gonna lie. I totally thought I had Out of Our Heads by the Rolling Stones. I didn't. So while I was in line, I was looking and I was like, oh crap, I don't have that one. I hope they have the Stones. And they did. A little print. And this one, you guys know how I feel about that clear vinyl. It is on clear vinyl as well. And the last release I got this basically like on a whim, was Wang Chung, Everybody Have Fun Tonight. This was expensive, and I heard a lot of people complaining about it. But there's a lot that comes in this, and honestly, like, I had some extra cash set aside, so I was like, you know what? I don't care, I'm gonna get it because I love this song. There's a lot more in here than meets the eye. First off, there was this little like card thing in here that come with a digital download. There is this little poster, a signed art card, which is very cool. And then the record itself actually come in a custom printed inner sleeve, and it's numbered. And mine is 1452 out of, what is it, 2000? Yeah, 2000. And the vinyl is this beautiful orange pressing. It is so beautiful and stunning, and I love it. So that is all that I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the haul. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys picked up for Record Store Day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Keep on grooving.